Don't call it a comeback. I've been here all season, guys. No one sees me. Everyone's blind. No one sees what's going on over here at the commissioner's office. And here I am. 5 in a row, baby. 5 in a row. Don't call it a comeback. Oh man, it feels good. It feels good to win. I'm now at 500, and I have a shot at the playoffs, second in our division. Mm, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Habanos. Habanos, I love you. I love you, Bill. You are doing the work, my friend. You are just taking everyone out for me. And I want you to continue doing it, Bill. I want you to be on a winning streak the rest of the season. Okay? The rest of the season, Bill. Just take them out one by one. You gotta hit them low, and I'm gonna hit them high, and it's gonna be amazing. Oh, gosh, it feels good. It feels good. Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta. All right, looking at the week, I squeaked out a victory over Mr. Barrett Smith, and then I made a trade with Mr. Barrett Smith. Now, some people are going to question this trade, like Josh. Josh Jacobs is just doing amazing. Oh my gosh, you're giving him up. You're giving up James Cook. You're giving up Debo, who's actually starting to like perform finally. Yes, yes, I am. Because James Cook and Josh Jacobs both have buys coming up. And so I took players who didn't have buys coming up. Because I need to win, baby. I need to win. I need to get into those damn playoffs. So that's what I'm about right now. So I shipped off my bye week players over to Barrett. I took his players that were not going to be on buys in the coming weeks. And now Barrett can have his bye week headache instead of me. So that's what I did. Hopefully Austin Eckler comes up. I'm a bit of a homer. I'm a Charger fan. I'm a homer. Sue me. So I have hope that this works out. So that was my week. Let's look at everyone else's weeks. Horn Dogs lose to Cuddy Shark in what was probably the most underwhelming game of the week. Winning score 101. And then Habanos beats Zach with the second most underwhelming game of the week, 109-79. Again, Bill, just keep doing the work, man. Just keep grinding out those victories. I love it. In the other division, surprise, surprise, Eric has a really freaking good team. Um, I would be surprised if Eric did not win it this year. He is crushing it. I mean, unbelievable. So when we look at total points for on the season, right now Eric he just crossed 1600, 1604. The next highest in his division is Peter at 1425. Okay, so we're talking 175, 180 points more on the season. That's like a week and a half worth of scores that he has more. And Peter is the second highest in the league at 1425. So, like, Eric is freaking crushing it. Um, so the only thing that can stand in Eric's way at this point is himself. Um, like, yeah, I mean, we've got what, 2 more weeks? Yeah, 13 and 14. Playoffs start week 15. Let me make sure that's right. Yep. So 13 and 14, Eric can pretty much, just sleep through those. Eric has clinched, I believe. Yes. Eric, you have clinched a first round bye with 10 wins. Even if Willie wins the next 2 weeks, he can't accumulate 10 wins. So Eric has clinched a first round bye. It is still a numbers game in both divisions. I mean, coming down to the last 2 weeks here, guys. But I'll get to that in a second because I wanted to mention Where was it? Hold on, give me a second. I wanted to mention the most painful loss of the week. Tons of Anarchy, keeping playoff hopes alive, beat the Walking Dead by 1.5 points. 1.62 points to be exact. That's beautiful, Mark. Well done. Well done. Keeping those hopes alive. I love it. Um, so Mark, you still have a chance of making the playoffs, but you need to win the next 2 weeks. Like hands down, you need to win the next 2 weeks. No questions about it. So looking again at the playoff races. So let's look at Couch Potatoes division. Eric, like I said, clinched that first round bye. Don't Panic is in second right now by 1 game. So he can get through if he goes 1-1 the next 2 weeks. There's a good chance that Don't Panic get through. But your Willie, your point total right now is barely in third, which point total I believe is the tiebreaker. So you got to be careful there, man. Yeah, you just got to be careful. Don't plan on going 1-on-1. Plan on going undefeated the next 2 weeks, and you should be in. But it's all division matchups the next 2 weeks, guys. So these games matter a ton because not only are you gaining a game, you're also gaining. You're actually gaining 2 games on your opponent. So all division matchups here the next 2 weeks. The only team that is completely out of it is Check Casher. Check Casher's out of it, too low of a point total. And even with 2 wins, you'll be at 6-8. And I mean, I guess there's a chance. There's a chance, Chris. There is a world where you make the playoffs. What's that quote from Miracle? 99 times out of 100, they beat us, but not tonight, not this night. So Chris, there's a chance that you can make it. Yeah, Couch Potatoes is really cranking. In the armchair quarterbacks division, um, it's looking like John's going to run away with first round bye. That's what it looks like. So he has the second highest points total in the division, and he's 2 games up on the next closest players. So John, it's looking like a first round bye for you, barring some crazy games the next 2 weeks. I have the highest point total, but I would have to win both games, and John would have to lose both games in order for me to get the first round bye. I don't see that happening, but it is a possibility. Uh, and everyone except for Habanos has a chance. Habanos is officially out, as I mentioned last week. Ain't no way he's making the playoffs. But Barrett, Zach, Larry, myself, like we all got a chance here, guys. Um, the next 2 weeks are telling. Now, we do have buys the next 2 weeks. Don't forget that. Okay. There are buys next week. There are buys in week 14 as well. So keep an eye on that. I mean, it's actually a pretty long list of teams that have buys. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like Buffalo and Vegas and Washington and the Giants. Like I think it's a pretty decent list of teams that have buys the next couple of weeks. So keep that in mind as you're making moves. Trade deadline has come and gone. There was only one trade, the one between Barrett and myself at the deadline. So trade deadline is gone. You can still make waiver picks the next couple of days. Actually, next couple of weeks. We usually lock the teams going into playoffs. But there's been some turmoil about that. So I'm going to post a poll and see what you guys want to do. If you guys want to lock the teams going into playoffs, or if you want to keep waivers active through playoffs, just let me know. And yeah, man, 5 in a row, guys. I mean, that's just unprecedented. Woo! I'm excited. Ooh, call it a comeback. I've been here for years.